year has been a record-setting year. Swarthmore, the Garnet, as recently as 7 years ago, could not have envisioned this. But in succession, every year has been a record-setting year.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Garnet Sports Network. It's the last game of the season, last home game, I should say, of the season for the Swarthmore field hockey team. They take on the Muhlenberg College Mules. Tonight, right here, Tuesday night field hockey. Jacob Brady on the call here from Clothier Field Stadium. Muhlenberg comes into this contest 9-6 overall, though only 3-5 in the conference. They're coming off of a season in which they finished 8-2 in the conference, so a little bit of a step back for them. That season included a win over number 5 Franklin and Marshall. That was a 1-0 win right at the beginning of the Centennial Conference season. Haven't been able to replicate that same success this year. Their wins in conference coming against Haverford, Dickinson, and then on Saturday it was against McDaniel. They're on a 2-game win streak right now, with wins over Gwinnett Mercy and McDaniel, but still Swarthmore and Washington College left on the conference slate. Garnet, on the other hand, come in 6-9, the exact reverse of that Muhlenberg record. Only 2-6 in conference, though their most recent win, a big one, that came on Saturday as well. 3-2 over Gettysburg. Gettysburg came into that game 4-3, trying to put themselves in a good position to make it into the Centennial Conference tournament. In falling to 4-4, they fall back into a tie with Dickinson. And 2 games left apiece. So Gettysburg now trying to secure that coveted 5th spot. Bryn Mawr, Franklin Marshall, and Johns Hopkins are already in. Ursinus on the cusp as well. We can assume that Ursinus is going to get in at 5-3. I'll be what the conference tournament slate looks like, but the Garnet coming up with a big win, and certainly a winnable game tonight against these Mules. Sammy Martin had the game winner in that win over Gettysburg. We'll see if she can keep her offensive spark going tonight. Garnet will have their last game of the season at Haverford. It'll be Saturday at 1 p.m. as they close out the season, hoping to perhaps get to 4-6 in Centennial Conference play. That would better their record from last season, which they finished 3-7. Here's Martin with the ball, trying to pass it into the middle for Carr, slips under her stick. Emily Hapgood out with an injury for the second straight game, so the Garnet with only 2 outfield reserves. It'll be Bazowitz and Gordon on the bench. LeBlanc, the backup goalie, down there as well. Muhlenberg looking to work it up the wing. It's Teets. Passes forward to Gann with space, trying to get around Semper. Across, inside the circle, Langford comes up and perhaps played off the foot by Oberg. Garnet catch a break and a chance to clear out of their end. It'll be Meacock in the middle, hits it up ahead to Cho. Deflects out of bounds. Cho going quickly up the field, looking for Tappenden. Plays it up to Van Voorhis in space. And the cross behind everyone, cleared out of the circle by Muhlenberg. Pass it up ahead to Gann. Cho defending her. Gann trying to get around both Campbell and Cho, but Campbell holds her off. Out the side, Swarthmore hit. Campbell lifts it upfield, blocked by Sophie Beeler. And now Bryn Mawr trying to turn upfield. Meacock there to blow it up. Gets it over to Twitchell. Looks upfield. Martin able to pick up. Martin dribbling her way through. Gets into the circle. Kept in at the back by Van Voorhis. Looking for Carr in the middle. Early corner for the Garnet. 10:58 on the clock. And the Garnet with a goal-scoring opportunity early on here. The play they've liked to run is have Chelsea Semper as the insert. She sprints to the back post, receives a pass there, often uncovered, and gets an easy goal. She's tied for the team lead in goals as a center back with 6. It's tied with Marion Carr. Goes to Carr, takes a hit, and that's in. Marion Carr from distance puts the Garnet on the board, 1-0. 4 minutes and change elapsed in the first quarter. That's the beauty of those shots from Marion Carr. Certainly has a flair for the fancy, but that time just keeping it on the ground. Got good power behind it. Easy goal. Muhlenberg on the restart. Van Voorhis and Martin with the pressure upfield. Muhlenberg able to get it in transition, however. Fiona Heaps, freshman defender, with a good step upfield. She started in place of the injured Hapgood. Inside the circle, over the back line, Garnet hit. Meacock will take the hit. Semper as her safety valve. We've seen them do that a lot late in the season, as they had some issues clearing it upfield off of those hits coming out of their own end. Instead, they used Meacock with Semper sitting back. Through the legs of Cho. Into the circle. Shot at Langford. Side of the cage. Semper will play this restart. Beautifully lifted, but it gets past Carr. It was an inch-perfect pass there, but Carr just couldn't control it. Out on the wing comes Teets. Free hit for Muhlenberg outside the circle. On the left wing. Pass to the back line, trying to get around Cho. Pass back to Teets, and Cho, good clearance upfield. It'll settle back, however, for Beeler. Back into the Muhlenberg attacking area. Semper intercepts, trying to get through traffic, plays it up ahead, but it's picked off by Hess. Hess trying to get around Cho, puts in a cross, and a foul by Muhlenberg in the circle. Muhlenberg applying the pressure, but struggling to put a shot on target so far. Outlet to Campbell. Big swing, well picked off and controlled by Beeler. That's going to go out wide for Richards. Trying to get around Twitchell and Heaps. All the way over the back line. Hit for the Garnet. Or pardon, they will say it was off of a Swarthmore stick. It's like it hit off of Carr there. Twitchell picks up, trying to go upfield. One back by Muhlenberg. Stick interference called. Quickly taken into the circle. Chased down by Gann. Teets fighting for it. Semper wins the free hit. Down the corner. Campbell will take it up to that 16-yard hash mark. Lifted forward to Carr. Gets it to Cho. Played off the foot of Cho. Quickly taken by Muhlenberg as they go the other way. Slips through to Oberg. Oberg trying to get around Semper. Don't see that very often. Semper recovers well. Carr over to Cho. Tappenden able to play it out of bounds off the stick of Beeler. Adina Gordon into the game for Campbell. So Cho will drop back as the rightmost defender. And Muhlenberg takes it the other way. Siegel upfield. And Siegel wins a free hit into the path of Gann. Won by Semper. Tappenden along the near side. Trying to get upfield, foul committed by Beeler. Garnet with a free hit, try to bring it out of their end. Another hit for the Garnet. Gordon takes it quick to Carr, but a good step upfield from Sarah Rabb. Rabb trying to make her way around Meacock. A weakly hit ball picked up by Meacock. Ball down into the circle, kept in by Semper at the back. Has in the corner, lifted upfield. Knocked down by Weber. Heaps fighting for it, commits the foul. And a hit for the Garnet. Meacock drives it upfield. Van Voorhis picks up. Hit awarded to the Garnet. 4:35 left in the first quarter. As Meacock prepares to take the hit, able to find a hole over to Gordon. She's got Cho overlapping. Great ball up ahead to her. Van Voorhis and Martin up ahead, plays it to Tappenden. Open look at goal for a second there, but Jordan Seagrave able to knock that ball out of danger. Goes out of bounds back in the Swarthmore end. Heaps over to Semper. Had Cho open to continue the switch, instead tried to force it upfield to Meacock. Now they go over to Cho. Beeler tries to step up, but goes out of bounds. Hit for Cho. Trying to drive it through traffic. Carr able to pick up. Knocks it upfield. Picked up by Muhlenberg. Ahead for Tietz. Semper keeps her stick down and wins the free hit for the Garnet. Textbook defense there. Carr is stripped by Weber. Trying to play it through to Richards. Didn't get enough on the ball. Meacock back upfield. Carr to Bazowitz. Bazowitz. Bazowitz trying to get it into the circle. Deflects off of Van Voorhis' stick. Tappenden able to keep it in at the back. Tappenden trying to dribble her way through. Could call it over the back off of Swarthmore. Pass taken quick over to Tietz. Cho lets it slip by her, but able to recover. Ahead to Gordon. Sweeps it forward. Picked back up by Muhlenberg. That goes off the foot of Cho. Hit for the Mules. Wilson. Down for Gann. Trying to play it off of Cho. Gann goes into the corner. And a great defensive play there by Samantha Meacock. Garnet get a call. Cho right along the near sideline. Lifts it. Not enough on the ball. Meacock able to play it off the foot of Siegel. Semper to take the free hit. And Muhlenberg goes the other way. Into the circle, Semper, great step. Played out wide to Twitchell. Twitchell trying to turn up field, finds the edge, looking for Van Voorhis. Well covered by Rab. Driven back in again by Muhlenberg. One player to beat, but Semper, great defensive stand again. Twitchell turning upfield. Has some space for the Garnet. To Van Voorhis. Martin making a run into the circle. Sets up near goal. Looking for the redirect. Pushed in. And over the back line off the Garnet. Both Tappenden and Cho now out. Muhlenberg off with speed. 15 seconds on the clock. Semper gets beat into the circle and a foul called on the Mules. Semper trying to kill time down in the corner. And there's your first quarter. One shot, one goal for the Garnet coming off of a penalty corner. It's Marion Carr's 7th of the season. We'll take the break here. You're watching Field Hockey on the Garnet Sports Network.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
Rachel Richards leads Muhlenberg in scoring with 4 goals on the season. She's had a pretty quiet, with 6 goals on the season. But she's had a pretty quiet night tonight. Garnet lead 1-0 thanks to a Marion Carr goal off a penalty corner in the first 5 minutes of that first quarter. Muhlenberg into the circle. A chance now. Semper fighting for around Langford over the back line. And a hit for the Garnet. Jacob Brady on the call here from Clothier Field Stadium. Last home game for the Garnet. They're actually going to rule it a hit for Muhlenberg. Foul called behind the play. Right into the leg of Cho, and they're going to call a dangerous ball on Morgan Teets. Carr looking upfield. Weber tries to jump the route. Heaps will take the free hit along the near side. Meacock. Cho looking for service. Has some space. Now she's covered pretty well. Muhlenberg across midfield. Campbell able to win it for the Garnet. Twitchell trying to make a move into space. Sweeps it up the sideline looking for Martin. I believe that's Rab who had position on her. Casey Mitchell. Garnet win a hit. Heaps. Play it backwards to Semper. They switch to Campbell. But Muhlenberg able to recover well. It's going to be out the side before it can get to Cho. Muhlenberg with a hit. Basically in midfield. Gordon and Bazowitz out of the game to start off the second quarter. Cho able to win it well. Pushed out the side intentionally there by Beeler. Allows Muhlenberg to recover defensively. Campbell to take the free hit. Played up ahead to Cho. Carr trying to get into the circle. Go back it up for a free hit. Meacock gets fouled. Campbell picks up. Dangerous ball from her. Sends it back the other way. Into the path of Teets. Campbell picks up. Has to play it back to Semper. She looks upfield, but a call for Muhlenberg. Taken quickly by Gann. Into the circle. Heaps takes it back out. Commits the foul on Weber. They go quickly out wide. Into the circle. Campbell trying to stay on it. Clears it out to Cho. Cho looking for Tappenden upfield. Instead it's picked off by Wilson. Wilson trying to dance her way in. Good step up by Twitchell. Picked up by Van Voorhis. She gets fouled. And now she goes quickly. Tappenden wants it. As Van Voorhis gets taken down. Gordon in for Cho. Ball won by Teets. Hit will be taken by Wilson. Goes to Teets. Looked like that skipped off the leg of Hess. Tappenden goes upfield. Van Voorhis coming up to support. And she just passed too early there before her support had fully come up. Muhlenberg with it the other way. Campbell able to play it out of bounds. Slows down Muhlenberg at least temporarily. Ball push into the circle. Corner for Muhlenberg, their first of the evening. Comes with 9:07 left in the second quarter. Garnet scored on their lone corner of the night. Muhlenberg looking to do the same. Appears to be Teets on the insert. Top of the circle slips by Hess, however. And now the Garnet defense coming back upfield, able to survive that corner. Just a misplayed ball there by Hess at the top of the circle. Let it slip past her and gave the Garnet time to recover defensively. Meacock has to find her safety valve in Semper. Upfield to Campbell. Wins the foul. Gets about 40 yards on that clearance. Ball back down for Gordon. Pass down into the corner. Gann trying to get into the circle. And a corner. Or actually, referee calls it back there. Coach Harris down the sideline calling for a foul call there and eventually given after the referee initially signaled for a corner. Play it out to Campbell. She drives it upfield. Gordon gets a stick on it. But it'll be a restart for Muhlenberg. Carr trying to clear it. Muhlenberg went too quick on the restart. Ball was out of position. Hess trying to get around Gordon and Bazowitz. Settles for Carr as she looks to clear. Martin continuing it into the path of Van Voorhis. Has Bazowitz as well. She tries to find the edge. Gets it upfield to Van Voorhis. Nice string of passing there from the Garnet. Van Voorhis into the circle. Over the back line. Trying to win the corner there, but clean defensive play from Siegel. Siegel goes the other way. Gets past Meacock. Siegel to the back line, ran out of space. Just didn't seem to quite know where she was and couldn't recover once she got to the end line. Garnet will have it at the 16-yard mark. The lift by Campbell gets past Wilson, and Carr goes off, trying to pass it to Van Voorhis. They can't connect. 6 minutes left on the clock here in the second quarter. Garnet lead 1-0 thanks to a Marion Carr goal. Teets. Lost out of bounds, hit for the Garnet. Cho and Tappenden preparing to come back in for the Garnet. Driven into the middle, Meacock allows it to get through to Twitchell. Campbell and Gordon come out. And Muhlenberg clears. Played over to Teets. Into the middle, trying to go at field. Semper there. And Semper gets a whistle. Played back, having to move quickly there is Sarah Rabb as Van Voorhis came on. Van Voorhis really, since she's made her way into the starting lineup, played with a lot of energy. It's been impressive to see, always sprinting after the ball. Muhlenberg comes into the circle, reversed shot over the line. Trying for the reverse sweep, just couldn't get it on frame. Always tough there when you have your back to the goal, just trying to judge where the post actually is. Down in the corner comes Teets. That's going to go over the back line off of Semper. But it'll be a hit from the 25-yard line for Muhlenberg. Driven into the circle, Cho brings it out. Able to stay on the ball, dribbles her way upfield, gets it to Tappenden. Out of bounds off of Muhlenberg. Be a Garnet hit. Cho. Over to Semper. They switch now to Heaps. And now Muhlenberg comes the other way. Siegel into the circle over the back line. Nobody from Muhlenberg able to connect with it. Only one white jersey in the circle there. Meacock's pass nearly gets picked off. Then Cho gets it upfield to Tappenden. One back by Beeler. Ball goes out to Teets. Siegel loses it over the back line. Meacock gets it over to Heaps. Off of Weber. Hit for the Garnet. And picked back up by Muhlenberg, but Siegel can't do anything with the pressure. Tappenden gets it upfield to Bazowitz. Bazowitz, she's got help from Martin now. Plays to Van Voorhis. Bazowitz gets it off a leg and wins a corner for the Garnet. Second corner of the night for the Garnet. They scored off the first thanks to a Marion Carr goal. And looking to do the same here, double their lead perhaps to 2. Semper on the insert as usual. Minute 15 on the clock. Out to Carr. Passes over to Meacock. Into the circle. Redirected by Semper at goal. And pushed out. Semper still on it. It's over the back. And it's a hit for Muhlenberg. Muhlenberg comes upfield. Into the path of Hess. Hess drives it upfield. Richards trying to get around the edge. Heaps on her. Free hit, but outside the circle. Controlled just inside the attacking zone by Muhlenberg. Played out the side. Garnet trying to kill out the clock here, under 30 seconds. And Carr with a good step upfield to win it. Carr trying to get free, gets fouled from behind. Takes the free hit quick, but can't aim it properly. Ball will go all the way out the back. And that will be the last play of the first half. Garnet go to the locker room up 1-0. Marion Carr goal in the 5th minute, the difference here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for second half action. You're watching Field Hockey on the Garnet Sports Network.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader. And I think that was something I had the capability of doing. And forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom. You have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out to community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
Garnet with a 1-0 lead as we start off the second half, but Muhlenberg quickly trying to work upfield. Into the circle, shot. Langford makes the save. And a corner for Muhlenberg. Quickly coming down the field in the first 30 seconds to win that corner. It was a Marion Carr goal in the 5th minute off a corner to give the Garnet their current 1-0 lead. And Muhlenberg trying to change that. Jacob Brady on the call here on the Garnet Sports Network. Pass to the top of the circle. One touch taken over. Hit gets deflected. Perhaps a piece of stick caught. Cho trying to get it out of the corner. Picked back up by Muhlenberg. Push downfield. Cho still fighting for it. And Martin wins the foul for the Garnet. Tappenden giving chase. Tappenden running through into the circle. Tappenden takes a shot and scores. Oh, wow. What a goal from Andy Tappenden. I have no clue how she, just stayed on the ball all the way up the field, was getting ridden by 2 to 3 Muhlenberg defenders the entire time, stayed on the ball, and then from about a foot or two away from the end line, snuck in a goal past Jordan Seagrave. And fantastic solo effort from Andy Tappenden. The Garnet lead 2-0. Don't see goals like that very often. All Tappenden all day. Muhlenberg with the hit going back upfield. Semper steps up to intercept. And Muhlenberg takes it back up. Along the wing. Passing in towards the middle, Meacock there. Tries to drive it upfield. One back by Weber. Campbell steps up. And now here comes Van Voorhis. Martin in the circle. Van Voorhis takes it in, wins the corner for the Garnet. Keeps the lone player back. Semper on the insert. Goes to Meacock, driven in towards the back post. Over the line. Got cleanly through, so it will be a hit for the Mules. Played upfield, Tappenden fighting for it. Spins around her defender. Trying to reverse it in. Interference with the stick, I believe, called on Tappenden. Richards. Letting Siegel run onto it. Langford dives, pokes it away. Sweat back downfield. Semper into the path of Cho. Can't keep it in. Got tangled up in her own feet there. Side of the circle. And a hit for the Garnet. Semper from the hash mark. Over to Meacock. Goes upfield. Slips by Twitchell, but gets to Martin. Martin to Van Voorhis. Side of the circle. Van Voorhis trying to back her way in. Too physical on Rab. Ball runner a little slow down there. Putting one in play. Muhlenberg trying to work it up the field. Meacock can't steal that ball away. Perfect pass to Siegel. Sweeps it back across Langford with the save. It's going to go over the back line, but out to the 25-yard mark for Muhlenberg. Cho brings it out of the circle. Ahead to Tappenden. Martin makes her run. It's going to go out the side. Twitchell. Pressure from behind. Gets it through to Martin. Martin picks her way into the center. Trying to pass it to Carr. Hit for Muhlenberg as they go the other way. Siegel goes out wide. Siegel on the wing, down in the corner, over the side, but it will be a hit for the Mules. Bazewitz comes in for Martin. Twitchell trying to apply pressure. Bazewitz intercepts. Trying to bring it up the sideline nicely. Put ball. Twitchell trying to pass through. Was a foul on the Garnet, but played too quickly by Muhlenberg. Played to Hess. Tried to slip it through the defensive line of the Garnet, but Heaps was there. Bazewitz draws the foul, goes quickly to Twitchell. Keeps it off her foot. Twitchell picks her way through the defense. Side of the circle now. Bazewitz fighting for it. Interference with the stick there. Rab goes off the foot, perhaps, of Hess. Bazewitz trying to play it into the circle. Slips through the legs of Seagrave. I believe assistant coach Ainsley Rhodes saying that that ball tipped off the pads of Seagrave before it went out. The referees disagree. Meacock has it taken off her stick. Perhaps a third in there as Meacock and Carr came together. Pass out wide to Weber, bringing it into the circle. Crosses it, driven at Langford, she keeps it out. Meacock out the side. It's going to be a hit for the Mules. Driven downfield. Richards gets into the circle. Past Semper. Richards crosses it. Nobody connects. And that'll come back out. Hit for the Garnet from the top of the circle. Muhlenberg with pressure, bring numbers upfield. Picked up by Weber. Weber trying to cross it, instead earns a corner. So Muhlenberg continuing to apply their pressure. It'll be their third of the night. Taking 3 shots, taking 6 shots, 3 of them on target. Forced 3 saves out of Lankford in goal. Insert can't be controlled by Rab. Fired back into the circle, shot taken over the back line. Garnet continue to weather the pressure from Muhlenberg. And that's one back by the Mules. Semper applies her stick to it, but it ends up in a dangerous spot, and it's in. Muhlenberg scores. Cut the deficit to 1 there. Not quite sure who got the final stick on it. Somebody went down in the circle, and then it finally got put in. So the Garnet will have the restart. Campbell trying to fire it downfield. Instead, it's picked up immediately by Muhlenberg. So they award that goal to Morgan Teets. Jumping on a loose ball in the circle and cutting the deficit to 1 for Muhlenberg. Meacock commits the foul. Van Voorhis trying to get free, wins the foul. And they'll give 5 yards to the Garnet. Meacock trying to switch out wide for Gordon. 1 back by Muhlenberg immediately. They go the other way. Immediately into the circle, Semper gets a stick on it. Carr trying to play it out wide. Bazewitz. Goes off her foot. Heaps loses it out of bounds. It's going to be a hit for Muhlenberg. 1 back by Meacock. It's fouled from behind. Dina Gordon goes upfield. Now Muhlenberg turns the other way. Semper able to poke it away and wins the hit for the Garnet. Semper. Let's play it to Campbell, her valve. Cho back in. Campbell lifts upfield. Cho will come in at left back as Heaps takes a seat. Tappenden trying to chase that ball into the corner. It'll roll out the back. Hit for the Garnet. Gordon takes it. And now Muhlenberg with space up the field and numbers. Lost by Weber as it goes to Bazowitz. Yeah, pretty clearly gets obstructed by Weber there. Be a hit for Callie Cho. And just immediately gets dispossessed by Richards. Richards with help from Gann. Richards into the circle, one-on-one, takes a shot, Langford saves it. Great job by both Chelsea Semper there to block off the shot, and then Langford obviously making the save. So really did two jobs there, Semper did, preventing the pass to Gann, which almost surely would have been a goal. This will come out. Garnet hit from the hash mark. Semper has to play it back to Campbell. Touched by Muhlenberg, out of bounds. 30 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter. Campbell drives upfield, but it's controlled by Muhlenberg. So they try to push quickly here. Weber into the circle. Over the back line, lost by Richards as she had her back towards goal. Trying to hold it up for a shot, instead lost it over the back. Meacock will play it over to Semper. She loses it over the back, but the clock will run. And time will expire here in the third. Garnet lead 2-1, but a little bit more activity in that quarter. Teets and Tappenden scoring. Now the Garnet lead 2-1. We'll be back in just a couple minutes for fourth quarter action. You're watching Field Hockey on the Garnet Sports Network.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Two-one lead for the Garnet, but Muhlenberg showing some life, especially in that third quarter, really bringing pressure. Garnet were still able to find a goal as Tappenden with a fantastic solo effort, bring it down the field. I would have to imagine that's going to end up in the Centennial Conference Top Plays of the Week compilation for next week. Just took it literally from behind the midway point on the field and brought it so low with first 2 defenders on her, then 3, brought it basically to the back line, and then took a shot past Jordan Seagrave to give the Garnet at that time a 2-0 lead. Muhlenberg got one back thanks to Morgan Teets, and that's where it stands. Only one game left after this for both teams this season. Muhlenberg will play Washington College on Saturday. The Garnet will have Haverford. And a good step upfield by Teets. Wins the hit for Muhlenberg. Deflects off of Meacock. Hit for Muhlenberg again, just outside the circle. Twitchell trying to get free. Trying to sweep it upfield. Instead, it'll be a hit for the Mules. Into the middle, controlled by Wilson. Trying to get it into the circle. Campbell steps up. Still loose in the circle, but a hit for Swarthmore. Semper plays it over to Meacock. Twitchell. And a whistle against Muhlenberg. Heaps will take the free hit. And a hit one by Weber. Another hit for the Mules. Top of the circle, now fired in. Semper gets it free. Sweeps upfield, deflects out of bounds off of the stick of Martin. Muhlenberg continuing to pressure. Into the circle. Cho gets a stick to it. Hit for the Garnet. Bazowitz prepares to come in. Cho loses it out of the bounds and hits the ground in frustration. Garnet have a hit along the far sideline. Campbell lifts it to Carr. And Carr gets her stick interfered with. Carr, nice move, sweeps it into the circle. And a hit from Muhlenberg. It looks like Twitchell got ran into by Rab, just putting her shoulder into her, but no call. Push upfield, Semper intercepts. And a hit for the Mules. Off the foot of Martin, another hit. They get it a little more central. Trickles into the circle, looking for the cross. That's over the back line, but it'll come out to the 25-yard line. 10.5 minutes on the clock. Pass back. Now wide for Weber. Weber slicing her way through. Into the circle. A lot of bodies there. Shot wide. It's Rachel Richards taking a chance on goal there. But can't put it back on frame as she took it with her back to goal. press into the circle. Shot over the back line. Another hit for the Mules. Deflects off of Tappenden, goes to Twitchell. Tappenden trying to get upfield. Hit for Muhlenberg. They have really dominated here in the third and fourth quarters, in spite of that one goal for the Garnet on the counter. Upfield for Carr. Deflects up off a stick. Could get free for Martin. Martin into the circle. She's got some help from Van Voorhis. Trying to get it around Seagrave. And cleared out of the circle. But the Garnet will have another hit along the sideline. Cho gets it into the circle, but immediately picked up by Muhlenberg. They go on the clear. Deflects off the stick of Bazewitz. It's going to be a hit for Mitchell. And now Muhlenberg comes across midfield. Pushed down the far sideline. Into the circle, kept in at the back line. And then out again. It's going to be a hit for the Garnet. Semper. Plays it over to Carr. She goes to Cho. Bazewitz has some space, controls over to Martin. And a weak pass from her. Driven back upfield for Richards. Into the circle, crosses it to the back post. Kept out. It's over the back line, out to the 25-yard line. And Tamminen intercepts, but then can't actually gets the ball back. Initially lost it for a second. He'll go out the side. Campbell along the far sideline will take the hit. And that's taken away by Muhlenberg. A 2-on-1 here. Only Semper to beat. She gets beaten. Around Langford, it's in. Muhlenberg ties it up at 2. That was a fantastic effort from Marley Siegel there. Taking that ball off the stick of Martina Campbell and then racing away, beat Semper, and then beating Aaron Langford to the back post. 2-2 the lead for the Mules, 5:50 on the clock. Kept in by Weber along the near side. Martin comes upfield. And it's a hit for Muhlenberg. at midfield, tipped out. Bazewitz goes to Carr. And now a whistle. Meacock plays it back to Campbell. Upfield. And goes off the foot of Twitchell. Out of bounds, but a hit for the Mules. Sent downfield looking for Siegel. She gets it away from Semper into the circle, over the back line, out to the 25. As Muhlenberg continuing to keep up the pressure. And they'll actually award that to the Garnet. Semper over to Carr, has it taken off her stick. Back upfield from Muhlenberg. But a free hit for the Garnet. One back by Muhlenberg. Turning upfield. Into the circle. Over the back line, last touched by the Mules. Semper gets rid of it to Meacock. The sweep upfield to Bazewitz, lets it go by her and out of bounds. And that'll be a hit for the Garnet. Carr gets it upfield for Martin. Bazewitz with the overlapping run. Martin gets taken down and now draws the hit. And Muhlenberg tries to go the other way. Passed up ahead. They sneak it through for Oberg. Crosses it to the back post. A sitter for Morgan Tietz, but she can't redirect it on frame. Garnet trying to work out of their end. Bazewitz just gets the tip of her stick on it and now recovers. Through to Van Voorhis. Cuts into the middle. Van Voorhis whiffs on the shot. And a dangerous hit from her anyway. She really took a swing at that ball. Muhlenberg has to play it back into the corner. Upfield gets past Meacock to Spiegel. Semper the other way. Minute on the clock. That's going to be a hit for the Garnet. They look for a game winner inside the final minute. It's Campbell. Has it taken away from her, and Muhlenberg tries to break. Got just about 30 seconds to do something. Along the sideline, picked back up. And now Bazowitz fires it back upfield. Tappenden. Plays it out the side. Probably will be a hit for the Garnet. Campbell will just deliver ball the way at field, but time will expire in regulation. We head to overtime, tied up 2-2. We'll be right back. You're watching Field Hockey on the Garnet Sports Network.
Swarthmore, the Garnet, as recently as 7 years ago, could not have envisioned this, but in succession, every year has been a record-setting year.
It's going to be some 6-on-6 field hockey to decide this one. 2 10-minute periods of overtime before we head to a shootout. 14 shots for Muhlenberg. Only 6 of them on target, though, and 2 goals to show for it. 2 goals for the Garnet as well. All the shots they've put on frame have ended up in the back of the net. Tappenden has it taken away from her. Muhlenberg with numbers into the circle. Tappenden wins it back. Martin has it glance off her stick, and Mules come back upfield. It's going to slip through. Driven into the circle, but wide. Carr trying to play it to Martin, but a good step up. Siegel on the ball. Passes it to Weber. Out the side. Semper passes ahead to Carr. Now she drives it upfield. That's going to trickle all the way down, hit the cone. And it will be a hit for Muhlenberg. They come upfield. Perfectly aimed shot by Marion Carr there, hitting the cone in the corner. Muhlenberg on the restart. 7:45 left in this period of overtime. Here comes Van Voorhis. Carr trying to pass it to Martin. Side of the circle. It's going to be a hit for the Garnet just outside the circle. Martin plays it back to Tappenden. Kept in at the back. Carr trying to square it up. Van Voorhis. Seagrave dives to keep it away. And Muhlenberg will have a hit from the 16-yard hash. Great job there by Seagrave coming off her line. Initially an open frame for a second there, but led out of danger by Muhlenberg. Tappenden gets the interception ahead to Martin. Martin along with Carr. Seagrave comes out, kicks it away. It's over the back line. Got past Seagrave, but Carr could not keep it in. Garnet will have the hit from that 25-yard line. Tappenden deciding what she wants to do with it. Pressure from Muhlenberg. They take it away. A chance to go on the break now. Semper last back for the Garnet. Meacock there as well. Wins it back. Meacock trying to get upfield. Gets fouled by Richards. Now plays it to Carr. Carr goes upfield. Van Voorhis in the circle. Martin as well, but a foul on Swarthmore. Upfield to Richards. Meacock gets her stick down and deflects it enough for Semper to get to the ball. That's going to be a hit for the Garnet. Along the near sideline, Meacock goes to Carr. Carr into the circle, takes a shot, wide. Siegel trying to turn upfield. Keeps it in at the sideline. Pass down looking for Richards. Meacock cuts it off. Meacock gets fouled, has her legs taken out from under her by Richards. So a free hit for the Garnet. Under 5 minutes left in this first overtime period. Semper to take the free hit. Over to Meacock. Carr. Reverses it upfield. Gets it to Van Voorhis. Martin in the circle for her. Van Voorhis trying to cut back to the middle. Interfered with by Sarah Rabb. Van Voorhis restarts it. And has it taken away immediately by Gann. Van Voorhis back on it, but won by Hess. Hess goes the other way. Passes it with Gann making a run home. Meacock just wasn't paying attention. Gann unable to take advantage and now just fires it over the back line. I mean, Gann just had Meacock beat there as she checked out for a second. Eventually was able to recover. Gann, if she had just kept running, might have been in clear on goal. Semper goes out wide. Bazowitz comes upfield. Martin fighting for it. And a free hit won by the Mules. They quickly go upfield for Siegel. Siegel coming down into the circle with Gann. Takes a shot, saved by Langford. Semper clears it away. Gets it to Twitchell. Twitchell pressured. It's taken away by Hess. Siegel trying to back her way in around Bazowitz. Shoots and wide. Langford applied a touch to it, so it will be a hit from the 25-yard line for the Mules. Quick subs for them. Bring on a couple fresh legs. Pass immediately goes to Oberg, but she loses it out of bounds. They were looking for Teets. She let it go by her. Oberg was in perfect position, but couldn't corral the ball. Meacock will play it back to Semper. Semper goes upfield, picked up by Carr. She's got Cho wide, drives it up the middle of the field. Cho is going to run onto it. She has help from Tappenden as well. Cho trying to spin her way in. Gets it to Tappenden. Good step upfield from Beeler. Beeler wins the hit and drives it immediately to midfield. Teets gets past Bazowitz into the circle. Langford deflects it away. Squared up, a shot. Langford gets a pad on it. Another shot. Deflects out the back off of Langford. That'll be a hit, though, for Muhlenberg. They play it back to Hess. Hess drives it into the circle. Past Langford. She scores. Malia Hess. Oh, and they'll call it back. Nobody touched it inside the circle, so in spite of it finding the back of the cage, it will not count. Shot has to come from within the circle. Martin passing it to Tappenden. Tappenden coming in on goal, trying to get past Seagrave. Tappenden again. Oh, saved off the line. Tappenden still on it in the circle. Driven in. Martin at the back post. Deflects up into the air. Martin scores. Sammy Martin with her second straight game winner. The Garnet take it 3-2 in overtime from Muhlenberg. With 28 seconds on the clock, Sammy Martin comes up the hero again. gets her 5th goal of the season, and it's back-to-back game winners for number 8, Sammy Martin. The Garnet have taken down Muhlenberg in overtime. They win 3-2. Garnet go to 7-9 overall in the season, 3-6 in conference play. Their last game of the season coming up this Saturday at 1 p.m. at Haverford. And Muhlenberg falls to 9-7, also 3-6 in conference play. Still whack Washington College, that is, remaining on the conference slate. And a quick personal note from myself. This is my senior year here at Swarthmore. I've called field hockey games for the last, I believe, 3 years now, and it's always been a pleasure to you. It's a pleasure for me speaking to you from up here in the broadcast booth, but this will be my last ever broadcast for Swarthmore field hockey. So this is Jacob Brady saying thank you and good night for the last time.